Hi, so we've got Gregor Copperoff, then the 1003 versions, then Brahm Pepper, then Angel of Dominion that managed all converging twin souls through Pepper and Copperoff. He did it through those two versions, okay? And now Abraham Brahm Pepper was replaced with a clone in 1990, September 29th. And he was born 13 February 1940, and he drank the crypto-genealocortex. It was an ancient drink, and that's what is described in his Wikipedia as being points of his life that were downfalls. Okay, so Gregor Copperoff, September 30, 1943, replaced with a clone on September 29th, 1983, hit with a dart to the lungs and a dart to the kidneys. That's how he died and was replaced. That refers to Melchizedek in Hebrews and how there should not be a beast upon Mount Zion. Those are the darts, okay? When you see the dart in the visions, that's what that means. So they were a priest in some sense, okay? So Gregor helped the ArquiLLian. The ArquiLLian ran 10 guys for the same 8 years, one at a time. Okay, so Gregor Copperoff, when he died, he did 1003 versions of running the wheel for 10 ArquiLLian run guys, basketball, surf, and garage. He ran the wheel for all the versions, like, because you have the first guy, and then the second guy comes into the picture. And to have conversations and things that were different, Gregor Copperoff had to run all those versions. Okay, so there were 1003 versions, just like changing the time continuum, just like they do in Back to the Future and Looper and all those films, where you create a converging timeline because of your presence. So he managed all that with 1003 versions. Now, I know 1003 seems like an odd number. It should probably be like 100, because there were 10 guys all run by the same ArquiLLian. And, or it would be like 90, because if you don't count the first guy, or if you count it a little bit different, it would be 1,000, but he did 1003. Okay, so we're just going to leave it like that. And he was as a SpaceX Egyptian kingdom ruler, because what I see is a dominion spoken of by the foul leopard in Daniel is kind of like you get a divine order of some sort. I've had that throughout my life through my grandpa H, who has dreams and stuff. And some people may think it's of the devil or it's of God. Either way, it's divinely inspired. And so to have kingdom means you're king of that, like you're giving the orders. To have dominion means you're receiving the orders. So that's where a lot of people get their deals and stuff from that foul leopard, is because of that. So I'll show that. That's on this one, okay? This one that we've gone over with the primordial waters. You've got 1.99 Austin French Powers, how he shows going through the James Bond burdens of the torture scenes and all that, but they don't really show it. They just mention it. They'll mention it literally. Okay, then Flooded 3 is as Grok's team and a lot of the Watchmen on YouTube that are flooded Purgimus, okay? They are flooded in their conversations, and they feel the Legion presence. Okay, and Legion attacks them daily, but they don't lash out. They take it as Kali, like they're flooded. They're flooded like Revelation 12. They're the earth symbolism, and Grox even shows the earth. That's what that is. So, Ja Rule 1000, Real Fifth Age as 11, Ezekiel 17. Those are all. 0.696 is Ezekiel 17. That's the Al Pacino and Marlon Brando connection. The Italian side connects to the woman, okay, through Sicily and stuff like that. And that's connected to the foot, of course, and the burden placed on the foot, it kind of represents Sicily because it's the island next to Italy. So it's that woman and it connection connected to the dog star. The dog star is a tool of God's, as Grox used to say. So then you've got all these, the ram, bronze, Pisces. Bronze is their way, Pisces is my way of reading the code and stuff like that. So then the ram is Levasseur heirs, Noel and Olivier, and then lion, eagle, rib, bear, fowl, leopard, all from Daniel 7. So these ones, you know, you could say that they're doing sacrifices or not, you know, but these are how they're operating. So then on this side is garden, first flock, Tyr, and Gondel. So both are represented there, you know, both types of people, and some have both intertwined. So then all these, show this, are hen, race wars. Okay, so we know all this, but I'm just showing it again. All right. So this is where the Gentiles get kind of mixed in, is with this Ryan Seacrest forehead and hair, left ear of the deer that has first flock feet, and like Ice Age feet is Ice Age body, excuse me, and they've kind of got that wormwood foot as well. And then this is wormwood, the Arthurian Khepri with military special flexible boots. This is all like, these two, the top two are like Sardis church, kind of, okay? Which means the girl does the harness, or the guy knows how to do it really well, or, you know, then they have to learn and do everything perfectly is how they show their symbolism. I know, it's kind of crazy, but then you've got Ahab Moby Dick riding with spear attached. This one can be related to the it force of things happening in the news because of it, or it's actually like these people go on vacation, come back, and like 5 of their family has died, or like there was a massacre in their town or something like that. So it's intense, you know, it's intense, I'm not gonna lie, but keep a mercy mindset. Don't do anything crazy. Don't do these, you know. It's the best way I can say it. Like, you know, the ones that are Isaiah 11 and the ones that are the virgins sealed, they're like protecting people. That's what it shows. They're like, their intentions are different. So then these two are way different. This one kind of represents me here, this killer whale mixed with 4 angels of Euphrates, because that's the deal that I feel like I'm going through, is the 200,000,000. I'm looking at that as a time marker, 200,000,000, with the 1,000,000 representing like 44 or something of that nature, or like BI, like 29, T house and, you know, the witnesses sort of thing. So, which just means they were 4s, then they became 6s, sort of thing. And 6 in the good sense of being trusting in Jesus. The old sense of the 6. It switched around like 2016. It switched to then the 6 meant death and hell deal. So you don't want that 6. That's the fake 6, we'll call it. The true 6 got out. They all left and went to the wedding feast, okay? And an angel came in and inhabited their body. That's what I see, okay? So it's as Ben V put in the Batman video that he liked, that the guy says, that's part of the story. Everybody fucked off. That's part of the story. Like, it's just, everything's, you know, decrepit, and that's what he says. And it's kind of true in that sense, and everyone's thinking that now because of coronavirus, but it actually did happen like that because it's the COVID-19. Everybody's at the wedding feast, Revelation 19. So, but if you're not there, don't worry. It's okay. We're going to make it. We're going to make it one way or another. You might be you might have a rod and a staff, and you're chosen to, you know, march right through this tribulation that's coming, like, you know, however it plays out with the aftermath of the coronavirus. It may be nothing big. We just go for 7 years or something. The myth of the 7-year tribulation might play out in real time, you know, and it's okay. Like, we'll make it one way or another. We'll make it. So, you know, I'm still here. I haven't left, you know, and like, I'm attached to this Dog Star stuff. So, all right. So the killer whale is like kill for the whale, to go to the Psalm 23 wedding feast, mixed with four angels of Euphrates and tail that is a wing. I think that's real cool looking. Like the wing is the tail, like the dorsal, and it flies off of that. Like it flies in a motion propelled by the wing. So imagine how strong that tail is. Okay. In the symbolism. So tail wing is Rome design, which kind of relates to that trapezoid that I just showed. And then feather are Egypt, which is like the seed of Ron Jeremy. This one here, okay. And this, look at this here, learning curve backwards from exhaustive bitterness. That's everyone thinking that we're in the creation mechanism. I wrote this a long time ago. I wrote this when I was in Lexington before everyone was thinking all this stuff. Like before it got bad, really, before it turned real sour, real bitter, with all the Watchmen at least. But so that's 7.1641. Then Izzy Button's represented there with the like standing up for the EC, basically the electric company and all that, like to get through those burdens, and for the stone rejected by the Reds and all that, used to test Israel, creature not cold in the clouds. I wrote this a long time ago. Then I had that stuff about Palace Station, remember that. Magnolia leaf with duct tape on the back of it to hold it up. This is on the back of a tiger, and the tiger sheds horchata through its fur, and the horchata reinforces the magnolia leaf with duct tape, making it indestructible. That's also a different one. That's a unique one too because of its intentions, and it's related to Chadwick Boseman being in the news, which I don't think was me. I think that was that's related to the Dog Star as well on the other side, and then also the probably first like 30 minutes of the Mission Impossible original film is all shown with that. So keep a mercy mindset. Thank you and have a good night.